Welcome to Empower Your Passion with President James Hendrick. I live in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, success, confidence, and pride coach, and adversity educator. He'll teach you the tools and tips to help you achieve your best life, extraordinary life right now. So if you're ready, let's join together. Come on, folks, be ready. Let's fly. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This series is called To Your Mental Health. And the theme song I attached to this is Tomida's Reverie. I don't know who exactly composed that in classical music, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. The topic today is better than giving up. How many of you have had those days, or maybe even a series of days, where it just seems like everything is coming against you? You know, maybe you got some relatives on your case about how you live your life. Or, you know, your friends, some of your friends that have known you for a while, they don't come see you that much anymore. And, of course, I'm interjecting my problems on everybody else, and for that, I'm sorry. I think it's wise to take a break from talking about business and just talk for a few days about mental health. And why not? We all need it. I want to shine the light, help those who have anxiety and depression sometimes that are so crippling. This morning I was working on some very light housekeeping details around the house. And I was getting frustrated, the typing of video I have in mind today. Today I was on YouTube, and I may or may not be able to put that on there. So the audio series may be put in if I can't record it by this evening on the YouTube feed. But trying to help with housekeeping stuff, and I got stressed. I was listening to music to try to de-stress, but nothing was working. You ever have one of those days where it just seems that way? And you just want to sit there and cry and give up. Sit there and cry and give up. Listen to me. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. You are worthy of so much more. And I know you are. Listen to me. Because you are worthy of so much more, you can gain so much more. God can bless you, and He can help you. Yeah, but Jimmy, you're crazy. I'm at the end of my rope. You know something? I'm going to do something on behalf of my mental health. Something my upline has strictly warned me to take care of. I'm going to take me some medication. Some of you may or may not know I suffer from bipolar disorder. And having bipolar disorder, sometimes you get those little bumpies in the road, where it's almost like a dang roller coaster, Well, I'm taking a roller coaster pills today. So there we go. It's tough, isn't it? We all have our struggles. But let me tell you something. You're worthwhile. I want you to hold close to God and not give up. Because I'll tell you something, Satan loves to be on the prowl. He loves to cause problems. He loves people to want to just not even try anymore. Not even trust in the Lord anymore. And I'm here as your success, as your adversity educator, and as your confidence coach to teach you that you can overcome this. I didn't even want to do my customary yeehaw this morning when I podcast this. But guess what? Something inside me told me to take my EQ, my emotional intelligence stance. So I pushed my shoulders back, and as the intro was ending, I did my customary yeehaw. Listen, we all have challenges, and this series I'm gonna shed some light on this because I think it's okay to talk about this. It is. So I want you to be ready. Okay? Trust me. It's difficult. It's difficult. But it's worth it. It's worth it to talk about human health, to talk about why you feel like giving up and finding reasons better than to give up, than to keep on fighting. Started in my household. I get all discouraged, especially in my granddad's house. I get discouraged, Granddad, I want to quit. And he sat me down and he said, boy, you listen to me. He says, winners never quit, quitters never win. Don't you ever forget that, boy. My granddad was very special to me. He was the main father figure in my life. Now, I had the man that raised me, my daddy, don't get me wrong. But I learned a lot of my morals and values from my granddad. All right? I was brought up with some high standards. And we all should have them, regardless. So please don't give up. You may feel like giving up. You may feel like losing hope. But listen to me, you're worthy so much more. You're worthy of so much more. So please, whatever it takes, don't give up. Because you're worthy of so much more. God bless you. God bless you. I know so many of you are suffering. You are. You feel like giving up. And you want to give up. Please don't. These next few episodes, I'm looking forward to doing this. Talking about mental health. And trust me, soon we'll get back to business and personal development. I promise you. But sometimes we gotta stop and talk about our mental health issues. Jimmy, you're going to give us more psychobabble? No. I'm trying to pass on inspiration. In order to have success, you need to look after your mental health. Period. End of story. End of discussion. This series, To Your Mental Health, I want you to know it makes you worth so much more. So much more. Okay? So listen to me. You have God's love inside you. And you are worthwhile. I want you to know that. And I want you to know something. You may feel like giving up, but I won't let you. And why? Because I love each and every one of you. I love my audience. I know after my dad's death, I did not feel like coming up with podcasts, but I did. I did. And I would be lying if I said that I'm no longer in the grieving process. I am. I'd love anything if he'd just come back and just impart of his wisdom. But it hurts. I know he's not coming back. But you know something? That doesn't mean I sit there and just give up with everything that's inside me. The loss of a loved one takes something out of you. Lots of things take something out of you. But I tell you something. I may be knocked down for a little while. But I'm not knocked down for the count. I won't let people discount me. Because I'm on the way up. And so are you. I've had people tell me for years and years, Jimmy, you're a wonderful inspiration to so many people. I've had to be. I've had to be because, people over years have tried to discount me, saying that I'm not worth it. Well, you know what? That's not going to continue to happen. I know some of you may be struggling right now, and you want to give up inside. And I know that feeling. Because a few minutes ago, before I did this podcast, I was sitting there in my kitchen crying, saying, Father, I can't do this anymore. He said, yes, you are. You are going to do it. He said, and you are going to be successful, but you have to give it the work. So guess what? That's what I'm doing, regardless. That's what I'm doing. So be prepared. Be prepared. Know this. That God loves you. He cares about you. He wants the very best for you. And that's the truth. Okay? Be prepared. And know that God cares about you. And we do too. Empower your pattern. I care about you. I don't want you to give up. Can we make a promise to each other? Let's make a promise that if you don't give up, I don't give up. We're locked into that promise. Because the good ship Empower Your Pattern is about to relaunch and sail and just really take it off, really rocket it off. Let me tell you something. Yes, we all have our own pains. We hurt, don't we? We all hurt. But you know something? We keep our trust in God. We have to. We have to. And knowing that God cares. He cares. And I care. And folks, together we can rocket this. We can rocket this. We can make it. I didn't create Pattern Realm just for us to all give up. Listen to me. That's not what you're called to do. It's not what I'm called to do. It's a valued lesson for you to learn. You may be going through painful times, and I get that. I get that. Maybe I don't understand your pain, but the thing is, in some ways, we all have, to some degree, the same hurt. And here's why I say that. We have been living, and we chose to live. This is my Latter-day Saint theology. We've chosen to live in a fallen world. A fallen world. Okay? We all have our pain. Listen to me. You're so much more valuable than to just give up. You've made that promise. I made that promise. Life is hard. And let me tell you something. It's meant to be hard. It's difficult. It hurts. But you know something? If you don't give up, I don't give up. That's what I want you to think about. Yeah. I get it. This world loves to knock us down. But listen to me. No matter what it takes, you don't give up. You put your trust in God. And you make your best. You pledge your best to make it through. Regardless. And why? Because God wants you to put your trust in Him. He loves you. He delights in you to be able to put your trust in Him. You say, Jimmy, why are you mixing faith with mental health? Remember what I said? My faith is a part of everything that I do. Non-negotiable. Okay? No excuses and no exceptions. Enjoy the ride, Pattern Realm, because we're going through this tide together. Hope you enjoy listening. Please subscribe, become a part of the Pattern Realm. Until next time, I want you to do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Please share this with Mama San, Papa San, and everyone. Until next time, choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. Remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy loves you. I really love you. God bless you, and have a blessed day. God bless you.